So I'm getting excited for our session zero, but you're going to be figuring out who you are, but you're going to be in a new world. And so you don't get to pick what the world is like, but you do get to pick who you are. But where is it that you are? What's kind of some of the history? What's it look like? So this is the continent, the island, the place where you grow up, Entropia. Now, most of the population centers are down to the south. The wilds are in the west. Um, Most of the population centers are around this little structure here, which actually most people don't even see. You do, but most people don't even notice. It's really just quiet kind of town that you grew up in. And there's some industry that's happening. We're going to talk about that. There's also like ancient carvings of forget your past, look forward. Nobody really questions about those things. They're not even really that curious about it. In these ancient ruins, seeing these tablets that are like, do not look to the stars, but look within. Nobody really cares. Some people do care. They want to understand the mysteries, but they are a very small percentage and they're super weird. But most people, they're just living their lives. They are trying to make their way in a world that is frontier like, and these mantras have actually helped guide civilization. All these different kinds of people, elves, goblins, um, there is, though, those that do magic, and those are individuals that had a lot of power. There's also individuals that are worried about the past, and they talk about how when the dragon lords ruled and that human beings were there with the dragons, but then some humanoids, they were too violent, and so they left, or the dragons banished them. And that's like a cult, though. You don't have to worry about them. They're like the keepers, and they keep things in check for humanity. But most people are just regular good folks that are just living their lives and actually trying to advance and make a difference. There is an industrial revolution that's starting to happen, and it's a pretty exciting time to be alive. There's interesting things on the horizon, and that's because of different technologies like the ability to capture magic, the ability to actually take a clay-like material that a individual figured out how to do and actually turn it into metal. And so, like, the ability to create things out of metal became very easy with this. Oh, also, there's dragonstone, redstone that they're able to crush, turn into a liquid, and powder. So there's big things that are coming, and it could be like the 1950s soon. I mean, everybody could have the ability to do magic, and that's a little bit concerning for those that have traditionally had the power because of having these lineages of magic. So, what's a group of heroes supposed to do in this area? Well, I mean, there is still the wilds, and nobody likes to go into that area. Who knows what might be out there in the deserts, the swamps, the forest. There could be any number of creatures, but there's also treasures to be had out in these areas, interesting places to explore. But for the most part, you just want to be able to hang out at home. But there's even dangers at home. I mean, who is it that's going to go down into that creepy basement of the tavern and find out what it is that's been making all that noise? It could be something demonic, or it could be just a demon that's trying to serve drinks. And that's where you guys come in. And where we're going to be going to a little house, and also BYOB. I hope this starts to pique your curiosity, and looking forward to seeing you on Monday.